Hey, what's up guys, it's Swastik here. So in this video I'm going to talk about these tank grips that I've installed on my bike. So a lot of you messaged me on Facebook and also on YouTube about from where I installed these tank grips, from where I got these tank grips and how I installed them. So yeah, before I kind of dive into how I installed these tank grips and from where I got them, I'll just give a bit of background about why I thought I needed tank grips on this bike. This is the SF250 and this comes under the sports category of motorcycles. It's a sports tourer to be precise, and like every sports bike or sports tourer, it has a little bit committed riding position. What I mean by that, I'll just explain you guys. I'll sit on the bike. So I'm on the bike, and so this is how I'm sitting upright. So this is my normal riding position, and these are like this is how far my hands reach when I'm sitting straight upright. And in order to reach the handlebars, I have to lean a little bit forward. So yeah, so this is how the riding position is of this SF250. It's not too committed. You don't have to lean as much as an R15 because of these, these clip-ons are slightly raised, but still you have to lean a little bit forward. So what happens in this case is, because you're leaning forward, you have all of this upper body weight, right? Your upper body weight, which kind of pushes you down, which pushes your body down, and you have to in order to keep your body in a position, you have to kind of hold that weight through your muscles. It can be with your hands or your legs, but you have to hold your body in one place. So on highways, this is all good because you have the wind blast, which is compensating for your upper body weight, right? So you basically don't have to apply any sort of effort or anything to keep your body in position. The wind blast kind of cancels the body weight that you have. But on cities, the condition changes. You have that important factor of the wind blast is missing on cities when you're riding in bumper to bumper traffic. So in that case, what happens is, since you're leaning forward again, you have to use your muscles. So most of the people, they use their hands, and this is actually the most intuitive also, right? So you're sitting on the bike, you're holding the handlebar, and what most of the people do is they use their arm muscles and their shoulders to keep their body in place. This is the most convenient, I would say, in the short term, but not at all healthy. If you're using your arms, what happens is in stop and go traffic, when you're continuously stopping the bike, and then like going over speed breakers, potholes, things like that, because of these stiff arms that you're using to hold your body in place, this results in all the jerks and all the force being transferred to your shoulders. In the long run, it is not at all healthy for you. Over the time, you'll start developing pain in your shoulders and your back, and that will become chronic over time. The other way, which is actually the correct way, is to grip your tank with your legs. With your leg muscles, you're going to squeeze the tank, you're going to grip the tank, and then use your core to keep your body in one place. Now what will happen in this case is, you will not have any sort of stress or strain on your shoulders, on your arms, nothing. So in the long run, this is actually healthier for you. If you don't want to develop any sort of shoulder pain or shoulder issues, this is the healthiest way to, I would say, ride a motorcycle. So always use your legs. Leg muscles are always a lot more stronger than your arm muscles, so use your legs to grip the tank. One point to note here is that you need to have good core strength to sustain this, because if your core is weak, you get tired very soon. So yeah, that was about the correct way to keep your body in position in case of sports bikes. Now, as I was talking about it, you grip the tank with your legs, right? So as you would see, like in most sports bikes, the tank is sculpted in such a way that it is very convenient for you to grip the tank. The tank is like molded in such a way, you'll see in this Gixxer also, like the tank is molded in such a way that there's space beneath this kind of shroud to just tuck in your legs and grip the tank. The only thing is that the only limitation I'd say is that the tank surface is just too smooth for effectively gripping it. It's just smooth painted surface, right? So this painted surface, even though the tank is structured properly, this painted surface results in a not so effective grip on the tank. Even if you're squeezing hard on the tank, even if you're trying to grip it with all your strength, let's say you have to brake aggressively due to some reason, you would still slip forward, because the tank is just too smooth to provide any sort of friction and grip. So that is where tank grips come into picture. These tank grips, they have a sort of rubberized texture, right? So yeah, these tank grips, they compensate for the smooth shiny surface of the tank and provide a better grip with your when you're trying to grip the tank with your legs. That was why I was looking so much for a tank grip for Gixxer. So there was not a single option available for Gixxer anywhere. I mean, online or in stores, nothing. Nowhere I could find a single pair which would fit my Gixxer's tank. Then I started looking for other alternatives. I mean, I started looking at other bikes' tank grips which would maybe fit my bike's tank. Yeah, the other reason, there's one more reason why especially on Gixxer, tank grip is so much needed. If you see the seat, you'll see that if you're sitting on this position in the front, right, you'll see that the seat is all flat and everything. But if you decide to ride a bit aggressively and shift behind, you'll notice that the seat is just too much sloped. That is not good. I mean, if you're sitting behind at the back of this front seat, and if you for some reason, let's say, brake aggressively again, so no matter how much you're gripping the tank, you'll still slip forward, and this kind of sloping surface of the seat, it aggravates that. So this was another reason. The shape of the seat was another reason why I was looking for a tank grip. Yeah, as I was saying, I mean, there was not a single option available for Gixxer, this new model. So I started looking at another other bikes tank grips which might suit this tank shape. So after some time, I mean, after a lot of research, I came across this R15 V2 tank grips. So yeah guys, I mean, these are R15 V2 tank grips, although they are not stock. I mean, I have modified them a little bit. Yeah, specifically these are from Autolock Design. I have made some alterations on the shape to make it fit better on the bike, but yeah, I mean, these are R15 V2's tank grips, and why I chose R15 V2s, because the alterations that I have made, they are very small. I mean, the tank grip as a whole, it seemed to suit this bike's tank shape. So since I've already installed, I mean, I can't reinstall it and show you guys what all changes I've done, but I'll probably put it on the screen, but I'll also show you guys. So the changes I've made is particularly on this lower surface. So what I've done is I took some measurements of the tank, and I just took a pair of scissors, and I just carefully cut this tank grip based on the measurements that I took. And like from here to, like, from the top surface on the sides till here, it's all stock. Only the bottom surface I've kind of carved out with a scissor based on the measurements that I took. These two pads, they also come with the same pair of tank grips. I installed it on the top of the tank because so just to prevent scratches on the tank, I installed it on the top. I mean, if you guys want, you can also install it below here, below the main tank grip, to increase. I mean, if you feel you want more grip on the tank, you can install it below also. So yeah, but I feel that, I mean, this much grip is actually sufficient for getting good grip on the tank. So slight modifications are required, but I would say that it fits quite perfectly and neatly on the tank of this Gixxer. And this is, I would say, I mean, if since there's no direct fit option available for the Gixxer, this is the best possible solution that you can get right now for tank grips, and it looks pretty neat also, right? It looks very neat. So yeah, this is the other side of the bike. I mean, you can see it's pretty symmetrical from this side also, as well as this side too, right? So yeah, I mean, I would say that R15 V2 tank grips are actually as close to perfect tank grip that you can get for now for a Gixxer. There's no stock options available. You have to go around, do some hacks with the any existing tank grips. This tank grip, I would say it's the best one you can get right now for Gixxer. I mean, till the time there are no stock options available, this would fit the best. So I'll also talk a bit about this tank pad that I've installed. So this is some Autographics which I got from the Autographics website. So this is a very good quality tank pad. I mean, I had installed it like as soon as I got my bike, and I mean, it's been almost a year and it's still as good as new. There are a couple of scratches on this tank pad, but there is not a single sign of wear and tear otherwise. I mean, it's as good as new. So this is a very good quality tank pad, and I would definitely recommend it. And you can see, I mean, this kind of pattern and color, this goes very well with this silver colored Gixxer. Yeah, I mean, that was about it for the tank grips, for these tank grips, guys. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions about how I took the measurements about this tank shape of the bike and how I cut them, you can post it on the comment section. I'll try my best to explain and answer them. One more thing, always install tank grips as close as your center of the tank. So don't, like, for example, if you're installing the tank grip, do not install it forward or somewhere ahead in the tank. Always install it as close as to the center of, I mean, the rear of this tank. Why? Because when you're sitting on the bike, this is actually the most natural position for your thighs to kind of grip to the tank. If I install this tank grip ahead somewhere here, I have to actually squeeze the tank quite a lot harder to get a proper grip on the tank. But if you install it behind, as close to the back of the tank, it will be all natural. I mean, you'll naturally be holding onto the grip and squeezing the tank, and you'll get a better grip. So yeah, I'll share the link of these tank grips as well as this tank pad in the description. And yeah, that was about it for these tank grips, guys. I mean, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you like this installation of tank grips that I have done, if you like this video, please hit that like button and do consider subscribing to my channel. There will be more of these kind of videos coming up. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.